All right, and what is going on, everybody? This is your boy Take for Project Open Mic, but tonight is the side chat. Once again, I want to thank you guys for coming on in last night and helping us out. Last night we had a very topic, and we had a lot of what do you call it? We have a lot of comments, so basically I'm gonna read off the comments. So this is a comment show, the follow-up show. So thank you guys out there for joining in. And if you got anything to talk about last night's show, comment in the section down there. We'll go with that. So last night I had me and just to double check. Give me a second. Let me double check here. Last night, yep. For my screen, I'm on the screen. All right, there you go. Last night we talked about student loan debts, and we talked about how we got to that point, how it's not benefiting people, how you should not take student loans if you're going to have a career that doesn't make money, and also what the colleges are doing with said money because it was guaranteed by the government. As I played a clip last night of Maxine Water with that saying, "Oh wow, what are we going to do with these student loan debts?" And of course, all of them said, "We don't deal with the student loan debt. Why? Because the government took over it, and because the government guaranteed the money, guarantees the money, the tuition. The colleges raises the tuition, and then when it raises the tuition, then there's another set of we can't afford college." And then the government go back in again and say, "Hey, let's raise the money." And it's a self-perpetuating wheel. It's an Ouroboros. It's snake eating itself, and that's the problem. And my point is, last night I gave the solution how to fix it. Of course, no government officials want to fix that because that would take away a voting block, that would take away power, and that would take away issue that they could use to hang over people to get them to do what they want to do. Okay, that's what we were talking about last night. Now, I set that up last night. Next Thursday, again, without no major big issues, next Thursday, we're going to finish part 2 of the college part, where you see how the student loan debt that they're trying to pass, that Biden just did, the 10,000 forgiveness, 20,000 forgiveness, which ain't going to do nothing. It's going to do not a damn thing. But it is going to help people. Yes, I'm not going to deny that. But I'm talking about it's a kick in the butt, and also it's going to have more inflation. And people have questions, and they ask the Biden administration, and you're going to see, wait, these people are morons. They are conniving, backstabbing pieces of crap, but they will. But they know how to do. They know how to backstab. They know how to do conniving. Smartness, not their thing.
You piece of loser.
And that's what they are. Okay. So that's what we got right now in the setup. Now I want to talk about an issue. That's an issue. Excuse me. That comes up, and I would want to bring it on the screen before we get into the comments. Guys, give me a second here. Let me check, make sure I got all my screens ready to go. Because I had multiple stuff. Let me see. Nope. 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 Okay, good. And then I also need to make sure I have this video that I want to bring up. I want to bring this video up to you. I want to bring this up to the screen. We talked about this before we have a chat. So I want to talk about this situation here that came up, which again, I found another beautiful video that I will explain again. People are pushing and saying Biden, which again, I got to give it to Biden. You're not smart enough. You are not a smart enough person. Let me see if we get it. Where is it? Whatever, New York Times. I don't trust you. Like that. So listen to this story. No. I gotta ask a question. I gotta say this. Whoever did this and you were not paying attention, y'all are crazy. Y'all are stupid. Y'all really are. That picture right there, that looks not like the president of the United States. That looked like an evil man standing there with the red and the guard and stuff in the back. You think, and his speech last night was stupid. You would think after what happened with Mar-a-Lago, that's the speech you need to bring up. Whoever's controlling this man is an idiot, and he's not helping. It's not helping. His speech was ridiculous and stupid. Somebody else is running this campaign. It's not Joe Biden. Joe Biden ain't running this at all. That's a stupid thing to do with the red. That was dumb. That's why people. I mean, people are using this in so many things, but I'm not surprised. And oh yes, don't stop New Yorker, because and then New York Times and New Yorker, y'all are crazy with some of the way you think. But anyway, I want to get to this situation that's going to be on the screen. All right. Now, shout out for Kenoshi for putting. I was going to get it anyway, but shout out for Kenoshi for bringing that up. Give me a second here. Sorry, people. I apologize. I want to get double check one more thing. Okay. Financial Kenoshi brought this up, so yes, I want to talk about this. So let's bring this up for a second. I have the same thing in my house, so I'm gonna let people see how that works. Okay. So I did videos about this climate change nonsense that people are talking about. Yes, I believe in climate change. I do. But we're not doing it the smartest way. And the government is the last people who should control nothing. People talk about, oh, what Biden has the Inflation Reduction Bill, which is not stopping inflation, but passed a lot of googly goo garbage for climate, which doesn't make not a damn lick of sense. Ain't gonna do nothing to stop climate change, which nothing will stop climate change. It's not gonna stop the global warming and all that stuff. It's not gonna do that. Get your electric cars. Okay. Well, California passed out something last 2 days that you couldn't even charge your cars. They couldn't charge their flipping cars. Ain't that messed up? What? So you go buy yourself an electric car. Again, bad enough you have the rolling blackouts, but you can't even, they blocked it that you couldn't charge your car. Oh no. This is what you guys wanted. So on the screen right now, and I have one of this. We want to read a little bit of this right here. Thousands of Xcel customers are locked out of their thermostat during an energy emergency. 22,000 people lost control of their thermostat in their homes on Tuesday, for hours Tuesday. Denver. This is not even California. During the dark days of summer, it's important to keep your house cool. But when thousands of Xcel customers in Colorado tried to adjust their thermostat Tuesday, they learned that they had no control over their temperatures in their own houses. Temperatures climbed into the 90s Tuesday. NANI? Temperatures climbed into the 90s Tuesday, which is why Tony Taraco tried to crank up his air condition in his partner's Aveda home. I mean, it was 90s out, and it was right during the peak period. It was hot. You worrying about 90s, son? Really? Man, we're making some weak ass people. When he saw a message on the thermostat saying the temperature was locked due to an energy emergency. Mm-hmm. Which we'll play the little video down there. See. Normally, when I see a message like that, we're able to override it. Torrico says. In this case, we want so our thermostat was locked at 80 to 79 degrees. Which doesn't bother me too much, but I get it, it will go up. It's locked like that. Wait, hold on. Something ain't right there. Wait. That don't make no sense. I just figuring it out now. That don't make no sense. Let me get this straight. We weren't. So the thermostat was like at 78 and 79 degrees. On social media, dozens of extra customers complained the same experience. Reported that their home temperature is high at 88 degrees. Okay. Okay, now I get it. I get it. I'm a mistake. But if it is, here's the thing. If your thermostat is locked at 78 to 79 degrees, then your house should be 79 to 78 degrees. Something's weird about that. Excel confirmed to and this is the thing that's bad too. I have the same we call it I have Ecobee in my house, and I control the thermostat of my Ecobee. Here's the dumb part. There's a part that say you want the control. You have to give up power to the power company. Sorry about that. It's just been a long week. You have to give up power to the power company. I wonder if I can see. I don't think I don't have it on this phone, so I can't say. Maybe so. Let's see. Let's double check. Let me just double check here. See if I can see. Nope. It don't. So no. So they have a program that said, hey, give us control of your thermostat and you get $100 credit for rolling at $25 annually. Here's the thing. $25 is not a lot of money. So you people who enroll to that, you get what you deserve. That's kind of stupid. $25, $100. How desperate are you? $100, $125 is nothing. So, reading on. 22,000 customers who had signed up for Colorado AC Rewards program were locked out of their thermostat for hours on Tuesday. It's a voluntary program. Let's remember that this is something that customers choose to be a part of based on the incentives, I should say, sorry, based on the incentives, says Emmett Romey, Vice President of the Solution and Innovation of Excel. He's correct. That's the part that killed me. He's correct. That's the one thing on my thermostat I have not done. I have not gave. One is on a VPN. Two, I told people I when they asked, don't you want to get that $100 or that $25? No, I want to control my thermostat. Right now, the thermostat is blowing on me right now. Nice and cool air. I like that. Yes. It is, y'all crazy. Customers receive $100 credit for rolling into the program and $25 annually. That's not enough money to make me do jack squat to give that. People would give their freedoms for the smallest of things, just for. So I don't understand human beings. Like I said, people are stupid. Individuals are smart. That's what I stated. Let me see here. Customers receive that, blah blah blah. So it helps get everybody for people to participate in the program. It is a bit uncomfortable for a short period of time, but it's very, very helpful, says Romy. This is the first time the program in 6 years span the customers could not override their smart thermostat room, he said. He said the energy emergency was due to an unexpected outage in Pueblo combined with the hot weather and heavy air conditioning use. Yeah. But Torrico said that he had no idea he could be locked out of the thermostat. It says it. I read the thing. It says it right there. Okay, it don't say you can lock out, but it says, hey, we can control your thermostat in times of emergency. And I'm like, no. Hell no. While he has solar panels and a smart thermostat to save energy, he said he did not sign up to have his thermal control taken away. Well, you sign up for the thing. To me, an emergency means that there is, you know, life, limb, or okay, something other a danger out there. These people speak messed up. Okay, some. Okay, I can't keep up with this guy. To me, an emergency means there is, life, limb, or some other danger out there. Some massive wife. Oh my goodness, people, we speak bad. Even if it was once in a blue moon situation, it just doesn't sit right with us not being able to control our own thermostat in our own house. You think? Like I said, somebody come and mess with me, whatever, like that, man.
I will send you to Jesus.
Exactly. Don't you mess with my thermostat. Editor's note: Denver Service seeks our audience to tip and feedback to help people in need resolve the problems or hope a powerful, accountable. If you know, blah 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 blah. Okay. So there you go. These are the future. You guys want this stuff. Do you want them to control your thermostat? Good luck with that. And when you need to have, if you have a grandmother or something that needs whatever, or yeah, they got full control of it. Do not sign your stuff over. That's just, I don't know, smart. But you learn y'all. Hopefully y'all learn your lessons. I hope. With that said, let's get on to the. I apologize. Get back to the comments as we're rolling in. As we got 7,809 people in the building. What up, people? What up? All right, so let's get this going. Lily House from New York City. What I learned from 3 years of working at a college, financial aid office. People don't read the information that they're given. The loan entrance consulting requires reading, and it can easily be skipped over. Like I said, when a lady said, I'm 17 years old and I didn't have enough, you should learn that. But again, I said half of that is the parents' fault too. You should know what you're cited. What you know? It goes back with the thermostat. What are you signing? Read the fine print. Cal Cortez from Miami Formula. Unemployment is low because people are working 2 jobs. AFC never gets old. Yep, that was a stupid thing that she said last night. How that lady is such a how should I say, a breath of fresh intelligence. Louis Garon from Washington D.C. As a person living in a third world country, I find it really difficult to feel any kind of sympathy for people like these, even if they're playing violent music. When I used to live in Washington D.C., I used to see a lot of people just taking up loans and thinking that they don't have to pay back because they want the government to pay for everything. Come to find out, I was right and they are wrong. And I have no debt. Now my friends have debt. There you go. You're right about that. I gotta give it Mac Cassizi from Poland, I would not hire a lawyer who doesn't understand how loans work. That is true. And she was like, "Oh, I don't know how the loan works." And yeah, you have $153,000 in debt. You would never pay that off. Y'all be debt. Excuse me. Manny Masana. I think that's it. Is Masana. I hope I pronounced it right. Um, Los Angeles, California. Pro tip: go to community college first. It's basically free plus extra money. For pretty much anyone else, you can take all your general ED education, which is the same anywhere else you go. You can also take classes on subjects that might interest you early on so that you decide what you want to be and then you could transfer. Also, it's basically free, so it's if you don't find out what you're looking for, like nursing, but you like business, no problem. It will cost you close to nothing. To a degree, Manny. But I'll say this too. That's why I have me 2 degrees. I have me I have me an associate degree of science in architecture technology because that's what I wanted. And I didn't want big classes 'cause I came from small classes. Two, it was more hands-on. Three, I have a degree, and the job I have right now, my day job, I got that job with that degree. Now, of course, I went on to NC State and got me a bachelor's degree, but I got the job on my associate's degree. That's the part that a lot of people don't talk about. You don't need to go to all these crazy ass classes. You just don't. But who am I to say anything with this stuff? Okay. Nico Baker from Long Beach, California. I took out a loan. How do we pay it back? Who the are we? I'm with you. I took out a loan. Who do we pay? How do we pay it back? Who the f is we? And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Here's a little inside joke I always tell people when people say that, like, "Hey, we need to do this." I said, "Oh, no. Turn that we upside down and say it again, because you need to pay this, not me." Jesse Lawrence, if they cancel student, Jesse Lawrence from San Francisco, California. If they cancel student debt, I want a check for 150,000 for not going to college. Exactly. It's unfair. That's just the literal meaning of unfairness. It just is. Duke Jackson from New York. My law degree was very useful, but then again, I actually used my degree. And no, I did not love it at first, but I invested in that degree and figured I need to use it so I could pay my debt. I eventually found an area of law and practice that I enjoy and it pays very well. People are too focused on loving what they do when they should be thinking about their career and as it means. In the end, if you have enough funds to pay for whatever you need, then you can focus on whatever you want to do as well. And you know what? That is a good point because that's almost like Michael Rowe, where he says, you know, how this thing. I love doing this, love this. And don't get me wrong, I love doing certain things as well too. That is correct. But we need to have that equal passion though. And he's correct about that part too. I remember that guy said that he took a $300,000 loan. So he said, "Yes, I know what I was signing up for, but I'm enriching society." I'm like, "With what?" I never heard of you until then, until Andrew brought you up. How are you rich in society? I never heard of you. Half the look, there's a lot of musicians, there are a lot of fans out there who never heard of TT Records, heard of music. Or if they heard their music, they never know about me. And there's a lot of musicians out there that's top right now, that's kicking it that I never listened to, I heard because rap is becoming garbage lately. But I digress. So no. Daniel Wheeler from Richmond, Virginia. I have several degrees, including a PhD. I never received any loans. I applied for every scholarship and grant I could find. Financial needs based, academic performance based. Once offered for study in my field. This covered about 20% of my tuition costs. Not books, supplies, rents, and cost of living. The other 80% of my tuition as well was money I need for everyday things to support myself. Support myself. Was paid by me and multiple jobs that I took when I was in school. Surviving on an instant noodles, rice, tuna fish, and rented a room size with a large closet in a house with several other people. That's why I hope they'll give me $1 million back for all the stuff that I did because I didn't took it alone to get my degrees. You are right. Gender studies won't build a better life, but doing an apprenticeship in plumbing will. You ain't gotta go that hard, Daniel. You ain't gotta go that hard. Celine George from London, UK. I put 40 to 50% of my income into my loans every month. I started at 125K, and now I'm at 83K after 3 years. Ah, man. I did not know to the extent of what I was doing when I took out loans, but I take full responsibility. With my 50K salary and living frugally, I will have to pay. I will have it paid off in about 4 years. It definitely is possible. You know what? Let's give her a round of applause, kids. She deserves a cheer from us. Go, girl, go. That's what you're supposed to do. Good job, Celine. It's not easy. I know it is. You gotta sacrifice here and there, but you gotta do what you gotta do. See, Mariana Domishitova. Mariana Domishitova from Poland. The lady last night on the show that you were playing talked about her struggles with her loan, and she's not even sure about the terms of her loan. Shaking my head. How can Americans be that stupid? I wouldn't say that, but hey, again, people are stupid, individuals are smart. I've said that already. So, understand that.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Huh? Yeah, it's me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, now I had it muted on the Discord. I didn't. That's why.
Oh, okay.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Good. Well, Mr. Kanoshi has joined us, guys. So, basically,
Okay.
it's just me talking about student loan stuff. But I did commented about 10 minutes to what the article you put up about the whole program and
Smart
all.
home?
Huh? Yeah, I have Ecobee too, but I never signed up for the program because I know I didn't want nobody controlling my daggone thing. You have to sign up for it. You have to sign up.
I didn't read the whole. I read a little bit of the article and read the headline and like a couple paragraphs. I didn't know about the whole signing thing. Yeah, somebody informed me about that on another server that I'm in, and yeah, it's crazy. So Also, what's your thoughts on the student loan stuff?
Well, that's where I'm basically going to the comments from last night's show. I'm going back and forth to the comments because last night it was one of those last night's show and next week Thursday show. It's more like focused. Like I'm not jumping around, just talking about so last night, just to catch you up. Last night I talked about how the loans, how the whole student loan stuff happened, why the college tuition is going up, why the government don't want to fix it. The politicians, mostly Democrats, they don't want to fix it because if they fix it, they lose a voting block.
Yeah.
So that's what I was talking about last night, and talk about how people make stupid decisions and thought they could. I get, for example, you're gonna get a master's degree in psychology, whatever, to be. And again, I'm not knocking the profession because we need to be an addiction counselor. You'll get a master's degree that's worth $90,000, but your pay is $30,000.
Yeah, that's
Why?
the problem with a lot of these degrees is they inflate the price of the degree. The degree should be based off the average income of the particular job. At
But
least,
here's the problem. That is not, well, yeah, you're right about that, but we can't forget about what last night also I played a College of Missouri, right? All the stuff that they were giving, they're giving for you going tuition. That's why they raise tuition. A jungle gym, a rock climbing wall that simulates daylight and nighttime, a pool, a spinner, all this luxurious crap just to go to college. That costs money too.
Yeah, I remember talking to somebody a few years ago. Basically, they told me that back in the day, college, your dorm was just nothing but four walls and a bunk and a bunk bed.
Not no more.
We didn't have all these accoutrements. They only paid like $400 a semester.
Yeah. Well,
compared
it's
to
not
the
that now.
employed
It's like
sector.
30,000,
Yeah.
50,000 now.
Yeah, it's like it's gone up like several 100,000%.
Yes. It's got up by I think it's gone by the inflation of college has gone up. I think it was 400,000% from since 1980.
Yeah, so
But
they
here's
have
the
all.
thing: it kicked up more in 2010 when the
Yeah.
government guaranteed loans and took the loans from the banks. And John Stossel, the video played last night, John Stossel, the lady was like, well, she was saying, well, we got to invest into this. It's like, because it's not gone up. She's like, no, it has not gone up. I'm like, it's always a white, liberal, left, progressive woman. These crazy, saying the most ridiculous stuff.
I just think you have the my problem is I feel that on both sides there's a lot of nuance that's being missed. You have one side of the people that's super angry that all just a bunch of lazy people that don't want to pay off their loans.
That's
Which is not
half of
completely
it.
wrong. And then you have the other side saying, the burden of these loans is too much. It's
You sign up for it.
yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
it's just it's just yeah, I mean, yeah, it's too much, but again, you signed up for it. But at the same time, these costs have been inflated significantly for the most part, no good reason.
True.
And I think parents, at least now, should maybe do a better job of telling their kids that there's other options besides college.
Oh, like I said, like I was talking to my fiance, like I said before. I said, we got kids. I said, look at this. We're gonna have conversation with our kids and all that stuff. If they're gonna do something that's worthwhile, like me, to be architect or some engineering or something. Okay, I have no problem with that. Go to school, I get it. It's gonna cost money, but I know that because I know at the end it's gonna give you money back. That's a degree that will give you money back if you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't understand. It's like I know we make fun of people with the gender studies degrees or whatever, but at the same time, you gotta sit back and wonder. It's like, why would they have those classes in the first place? Is it just there to scam a bunch of dumb
Yes.
people into thinking that
Yes.
you know?
No, that's
I mean
correct.
that should be
Yeah.
that should be taken and being a bunch of legal questions. That should
Basically,
be illegal.
That's you're I ain't got nothing against what you just said right there, because last night was a black girl who got a Persian studies, she got gender studies, she had a Persian studies degree. Took out $125,000 for Persian studies degree.
Yeah,
Is she
so
using that
should be-
degree? Nope. And her mom, who also has who works for the government and has things, she's like, we should invest in our future. Maryland should know that this my daughter is the future of Maryland. She went to China to teach English. So she didn't use the degree and she didn't stay in the state. So both of your arguments are invalid. There's too much. There's too much useless degrees.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of useless degrees to fluff up the colleges and to basically scam people, a bunch of young kids, because at 19, 20 years old, you don't fully understand what you're getting into when you sign up for this stuff. So
I mean, the thing about it too, some of the degrees, just on the talking of some of the degrees, you shouldn't even get. You should not even. No, you shouldn't go for it.
yeah,
Like some of them, like one of the girls was talking about she was doing a drama degree. She still got $118,000 to be a movie actor. No,
why should that cost $118,000?
and why you should go college for that for that. Let's be honest.
You can probably go to like I'm sure they have like special places where you could pay to get
Less.
acting lessons or whatever.
Yeah, for
That
less.
probably costs a significantly, a significant fraction of that cost.
Yes, that is true. They're there, but nobody want to talk about it. And I've said it last night. I'll say it again. I know a person who welds stuff who makes $150,000. I know a plumber who makes $80,000. I know a person who do HVAC who makes $110,000 a year. Like them, there are people out there who got trades. Trade schools is not a bad thing either.
Collar jobs, those are that's for a lot of people, that's where the money's at right now.
Mm-hmm. It is, and that's the thing that's sucking it bad right now. So
Yeah.
and then the $10,000, $20,000 that Biden's trying to go, one is going to be wrapped up. He only did it because of the November election. One, two, he can't do that because only Congress should do that.
Yeah.
It'll be wrapped up in red tape.
Nancy Pelosi said that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it'll be wrapped up in red tape. Two, the $10,000, $20,000, would it help a lot of people? Yes, I'm not gonna deny that it would help a lot of people. It's unfair because again, that's not what should we do. But another thing too as well, it's gonna cause more inflation, which we already in crazy inflation right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem, and yeah, I definitely understand for the people that worked hard to pay off their loans. Like they're probably looking at this pretty upset. So
yeah,
yeah,
so,
he may, and at the end of the day, he didn't make anybody happy because you have people that are like, you signed up for it, you should pay off your loans. It's not fair to those who worked hard to pay off their debts. And then you have the other people, the liberal side. It's like, what is this? $10,000? That's a drop in the bucket. We want more. This isn't enough. It's like,
exactly.
okay. What's this? Congratulations. It's like every time he does anything, he tries to make one side happy, he ends up upsetting everybody.
No, but okay. So here you go, Kanoshi. I gave a solution last night. There's a solution to fix the problem. There is. My solution is this. One, government get out of the student loan because they're the reason why the cost went up. Because the colleges know that they're going to get a guaranteed money, so they raise the tuition. That's one. Two. They need to drop all student loans drop to about 1 or 0.5%. I know Tim Pool says 0. I said that because hey, we don't need the money, we gotta get something out of it. So I get that. Let it get a little money out of it, get a deposit and just pay whatever. So drop it down and lock it for that. So no more student loans guaranteed by the government, and all loans that's right now drop to that, because if you do that, then we won't have this future problem, because what Biden doing is just a band-aid on a gaping on a cut arm. He just put a band-aid on it, you know?
I think the liability should be put on the schools. Then the schools would actually have to choose students that they know.
Here's the thing.
are actually
Here's
gonna
the thing.
finish school.
If we do, if I ain't finished yet, but if we do what we just said, the laws of economics will make the schools drop the prices down,
Yeah.
because they know they ain't got guaranteed money no more. It's just like welfare.
Yeah.
If they guaranteed welfare is gonna come in, they're not gonna. You take it away. You see it. People gonna start changing and doing different things. And
Yeah.
technically speaking, this is like college welfare.
Yeah, the college, the whole college scheme is just another form of corporate welfare.
Yeah. So no more debt, no more student loans. No, drop the debt down. That's for people who have debt right now, still paid off. All the people who have paid off their debts. Again, I know it's hard, guys, but like I said, it's not a silver bullet, but it's close to it. If you can prove you paid off your debts and your loans, whatever, that should be a tax write-off for your loans in your taxes every year. So say you owe $150,000, you paid $150,000 in college debt, and you have this paper that you say you paid it off. Then on the IRS, it should be like every year you should be able to take $20,000 off as a write-off. So it can help you for maybe 10 years like that, because you paid a lot of money back to the government at a higher tax rate, at a higher interest rate, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah, that's how you make it, at least those people happy.
Yeah. So you get that. So you get a benefit of that. So if you say, oh, wow, I owed $3,000 or $5,000 this year. Oh, nope, I have $20,000, blah, blah, blah. I owe nothing. And they give me a refund on whatever. You get a refund back to that. That's where it should be. So the people who pay their money or paid off their money right now, they'd be somewhat happy. Can't say all perfect happy, but somewhat happy, because again, you have to prove it. I don't want somebody to come up and make up something and then come in there. That would prove it. The people who have laws right now, we jump to the lowest rate we can right now. And no one says 0, because you gotta get money off of it. That, and then college will go back to private banks, and let's see what the private banks. Let's see if people will be stupid enough not to go again. If you want to go and make a loan again, no one's gonna bail you out from that. I can tell right now, nobody's bailing out the people who loan cars. There's a car bubble just popped like 2 months ago. Did anybody is a government program paying for cars? No. So that's the plan. That's what that would save. That will basically take about at least 80 to 90% of all the problems away if they follow that. But again, like I just stated when you just came on, I said it earlier in the show. The politicians don't want to let that go, because that's a voting block, that's an issue pusher, and that's also giving up their powers.
Yeah.
And they don't want that. So that's just the crazy part about it, man. It is that crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty weird what's going on. Yeah, he's just trying to buy votes.
That's it.
And at the same time, he's also trying to go after like 73 million. I'm sure you talked about that too, didn't you?
No, I know.
point?
I talked about it quickly, briefly. I'm saying, who the hell? Biden is not being controlled. Biden is not doing this. Okay, he's too gullible, too stupid. Somebody's controlling him. Why would you? The optics of that speech was bad.
Oh, it was
bad.
terrible.
You y'all trying to say fascist, and Trump is like Biden look like the person who they try to say don't look like.
Yeah.
He looked like one of
Yeah,
them.
the dark
He
red
looked like
light
one.
is pretty bad.
He looked like Chairman Chow or Putin or Morandez down in Venezuela. Not Morandez. What's his name is again? Dang, I forgot his name. Who's the leader of Venezuela? That's what he looked. Maduro. That's what he looks like there, with the red and the guards in the background with the red color, looking like Darth Vader and shit, like the Sith. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
standing up and putting up all these strong gestures. I'm like, dude, you look like a nut job.
yeah,
You look like Palpatine.
yeah. That's pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. It looked really bad. I don't know what that's gonna do. If that's, I mean, I kind of thought that, yeah, and I know these polls are fake or whatever, but at this point, but I kind of thought that the Republicans might have stepped in it with the student loan stuff, but I don't know. I think that probably hurt him more than it helped him.
But here's the thing: it's bad optics for Joe Biden because again, 3 weeks ago, you basically Trump is your rival and you raided his house.
Yeah,
That just does not. And then now you're saying we got to do something about the MAGA people, but the family Republicans, because they're trying to destroy America. I'm like you are?
yeah, yeah. The whole thing is just the the red lights, the creepy vibe. Um,
Bad optics. Bad
yeah.
optics.
I guess
Go ahead.
I guess what I heard is that some of the PR people that he has, are younger, and they were
Oh, you'd be
embracing that whole
surprised.
dark Megan, no, the dark Brandon meme. And it's just kind of like, yeah, I think that wasn't a good idea. I think you guys missed the mark on that one.
Yes. They missed the mark horribly on that one. That was a bad
Oof.
look. But they don't care, like I said, and I could go with what you just said. It could be young people because again, it's stupid. It's stupid thinking.
Yeah.
It's stupid thinking. Because again, I played a clip last night of college students trying to answer questions, and oh my god, this is where all that money's going towards. They
I mean,
asked
people just go to college
party.
to sleep around and get drunk,
Yeah. What is
and
the
then
ocean? What is the ocean east of United States? They couldn't answer that.
what ocean is east of the United States?
Yes.
Uh,
They could answer that. I'm like, really? One girl's like, can we Google it? I'm like, no. Well, Google what? That's why y'all don't know nothing. What country is the Queen of England in charge of? They couldn't answer that.
they kind of, I mean, that's pretty simple.
When the answer's in the question, you know you're dumb.
Yeah.
They could, I don't know, Europe. Okay, Europe. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the capital of the United States of America? There's a capital? Sweetheart, just be happy you're pretty. Because if you ain't pretty,
Wow.
you will be stupid. And they went to US and they're going to UCLA, a prestigious college. They ain't going to no dumbass college.
Wow.
They're going to a prestigious college.
Wow.
But the guy asked them, "What's the name of the Kardashian sisters?" Oh, they could name that with no problem.
Yeah.
They can name that with no problem. They can name all three sisters plus the brother Rob. And the reason I know Rob because Rob proved me. He's one of those. He's one of those saints. When I say prove me wrong, he's one of those guys who prove me wrong. Is he a moron? Yeah. But he ain't that stupid a moron because he had a child with a stupid woman, but at least he was smart enough to keep the receipts and not let her try to ruin his life because he don't pay child support. And she wanted that child support, but he don't pay child support because he takes care of his own daughter. Good on him.
Well, that's good.
Yes. Because she was the baby mom was crying like, oh, and she has two kids. She has kids by two men, Tiger and both of them take care of the kids. So she's like, I'm like, and she rents like when I look at it, only women thinks this because they ain't guys. You guys thought that woman was sexy with all the implants and all the stuff that she got. Like, ugh, ugh, ah. I wouldn't want to have sex with a woman like that. That just look disgusting to me.
Yeah.
BBLs and a facelift and all that stuff.
And all that stuff has some can cause some physical, like the breast implants and all that stuff. You need to update every so often,
Yep,
like the breast implants and stuff
yep,
like that, because
yep,
that stuff that they put in the woman's breast, it can't stay in her body for too long, forever.
yep. That's what the problem is with most
It's
of this stuff.
gross.
It's just
Yeah,
gross.
gross.
But my point of going back to what I say, these kids don't know nothing. So they're college age kids and they don't know nothing. So that's the sad part about this whole story. They don't know. Again, they don't know Washington. The first president is President Washington, or George Washington. They don't know Washington D.C. is the capital. They don't know the Atlantic Ocean is eastern United States. They don't know none of these simple things.
Yeah.
I pulled a clip from Armstrong and Getty. That's where I pulled a clip from. Hell, I have another clip I wanted to use, which I ain't gonna put my phone up here from there, where this young person is a journalist for the New York Times, and she was talking about why the Republicans are saying that the American dream is a divisive word. And when you read the article, she's making a point for what it is the dream. She's proving the opposite, but she's so indignant she don't know that she's proving the other party's point. Like, are you stupid?
What was this?
It's a New York Times article. And the
Yeah.
article was saying how the Republicans have made the American dream so divisive. Because most leftists don't believe in the American dream.
Yeah.
But she's calling out all kind of people who work hard and became a success story. And I'm like, you're proving the point of the others, right? By working hard and gaining money and becoming a success story, not getting handouts. Like, I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
if you have to hear it, you'll be like, what the heck's going on? But yeah, I read the article, I'm like, does she know what she's doing?
No, I'm convinced now that these people don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're doing. They're just throwing a whole bunch of shit at the wall, hoping something sticks.
Basically, it is.
That's what they're doing.
Basically, it is. You know what? Yeah. But again, guys, we're gonna do I'm gonna switch the topic a little bit just because I want to ask Chloe something. But like I said, part 2 of the college debt gonna happen Thursday, and we're gonna do some more. I'll read some more comments on the next week Friday. But before we finish up, so we get to see now. We got to see that we got the 4,000 from the video. All they're talking, and also we got
Yeah.
and then AMD just dropped the 7,000.
Yeah.
What do you think?
7,000 looks interesting. It's sounds like it's going to be much more efficient than the 1300 Intel
Yeah.
Intel CPU.
Yeah.
Problem with Intel CPUs, at least at the higher range, is they get too hot and they're not very efficient. Like J2 Cents did a video about how the undervolt, the CPU, it still got similar performance. So they give you too much voltage out of the box, pertaining to some of the Intel CPUs.
Yeah.
And there's in the 56 or the 7600X
Mhm.
was outperforming in some areas the 12900K. Like, what? It's always funny to see a mid-tier CPU of the new mid-tier CPU outperform the higher end CPU of last year in certain cases.
Yeah. I mean,
Four
some.
thousands.
Go ahead.
Oh, and the 4,000 stuff, I haven't necessarily been keeping up with. I heard
Okay.
that they got the power management stuff under control. At least that's what the rumors say. Because the amount of power that uh, I was hearing in the beginning with some of these cards, it's like, yeah, it's that's pretty crazy, especially during an energy crisis. And
If they were shut down your AC, they would shut down your computer.
yeah,
And,
so
and you gotta laugh through. I forgot California also had a shutdown that you couldn't charge your cars this week too. And I'm like, holy crap.
so much for electric cars.
Yeah. Oh, trust me,
Well-
I got a video that's gonna also make electric cars again more problematic than people thought about it. But I'll wait for the time to bring it up. And to show the video. But another thing that's weird as well too, which a lot of people need to understand, is this as well. If you can't charge, like you just said, you can't charge your cars and stuff like, because in the article that article that you brought up, Kanoshi, in the docket, and I read it. Something was weird. I was like, the person was like, people was like, oh, it was stuck at 78, 79 degrees in a thermostat. It was locked at that, and some people were saying their house was 88 degrees. I'm like, okay, you got more problems. If that's the case, truly that's the case, you have more problems than a damn smart thermostat.
Their house is what?
At 88 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it's locked at 79 degrees, it's gonna run at 79 degrees.
Yeah.
So you got something else that needs help. In that regard.
Yeah.
But
Well, what's your thoughts on the chip stuff?
my stuff, like I said, you're right. I was surprised on the Intel. I was surprised on the AMD more because some of those draws are like, I mean, like I said, the highest one I think they said was 175, 175 watts at the high end. So there you go at the high end of not AMW, AMD. That's not bad.
Yeah.
If that's the high end, because some of Intel's they'll be up like 240, 250 watts.
Oh, geez.
So
I think what it's idle or was it like 68 watts? Something crazy.
Yeah, but you see what that's the thing. That's the thing I always didn't like about Intel. What it did when it broadcasts their watts, they do it as like you just said at idle or maybe when a few cores. AMD when they broadcast their watt power, they do it at the high. They'll do it when it's like 40 all cores running.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So yeah, you basically get yourself a new the 7000 and basically have an 850 watt thing with the of course we don't know what the 4th series, like you said, the 4000 for NVIDIA, but at least with a 3000 graphics card, a 10 and like a 1080 a 3090, and still work at a basically at 850, which is not bad. I mean, you use it almost all the power. You best to just get like a platinum plus if you want to do that really.
The
But
biggest problem
go
the
ahead.
biggest problem with the one thing Intel does have over AMD is they still have the ability to use DDR4. Like you can still buy a motherboard with an Intel chip, 13th gen with DDR4 if you don't feel like spending DDR5 prices. Although DDR5, as we saw a couple weeks ago, is coming down to
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is. It is. I mean, I'm still gonna be waiting to see what I'm gonna do to build my PC as well too. I'm holding back a little bit to see. I think I might wait until next year and see what it is. But I still will, if I got the money, I will buy me a 3080 Ti or something like that before it gets bought up. Because I know what NVIDIA is gonna do. As soon as they get that 4000 out, they're gonna stop producing the 30,000, and then price is gonna jab back up again. So no, I'm gonna try to get me
Yeah,
that.
as soon as they announce I would recommend people as soon as they announce the 4000 series, get your 30 series card if you've been waiting to get one. To get it as soon as possible.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. That's
And don't
exactly.
wait.
Yep, you're right about it. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, that's cool in that right there. And I have to say, I see you playing. You still playing Xenoblade?
Yeah, I'm still playing Xenoblade.
Okay. I have to say, Live Alive, that which I've been playing, that story. At first, let's put it this way: the play is weird, but when you figure it out, if you put it all together, that story is pretty damn good. They did a good job on the story.
Yeah, I'm
Dang.
gonna check that out.
So basically, this was a game that was done back in the '90s. Dang, they did a good job on the story.
Yeah.
I'm playing it. I'm playing the end part of the game now, and yeah, I'm getting my butt handed to me. I basically just lost because I didn't go to the right. I didn't level up certain people the way I should have leveled up. You will have to grind a little bit, and there's one part in there's one part of the game where you have which I hated. They didn't tell you what you need to do to go to the next spot, because most in the game they give you it's kind of like Xenoblade Chronicles. They give you a spot to go. They give you a marker or something to go. When you get to this part of the game in Alive, there's no marker, so you gotta search. And I was searching all around, like where to go, where to go. Should I go here? Oh no, not go there. Should I go there? And when you finally figure out what you gotta do, it's like, really, that's what I had to do. But the story writing is a good story writing. I gotta give it that. So, but that's good that you're playing that. I'm gonna get into my Xenoblade as well too. Again, this September gonna be crazy enough because we got Splatoon 3, we got October, we got Nier Automata, Bayonetta 3. Oh my goodness, just so much dang on games.
Yeah.
So much games. I'm not done a
Days for
game.
days.
I'm not done a video on my gaming channel for a while, which for about 2 weeks. I gotta do that as well too. It's just been a minute. So
Hey, Anderson.
you jumped in the last second.
Yeah,
I don't get. I haven't gotten any alerts these past weeks.
Nah, I got you. Nah, I'm trying to figure out stuff. I might set back up the what you call it, just to just individually text you guys to say if you guys whatever, so you know. That's on me. I was just more. Like I said, I've been so busy this week. It ain't a joke. I mean, I'm working on Memorial Day because I gotta do so much stuff. Because when November come, I'm taking so much days. I mean, September, November, I'm taking so much days off. So I feel you on your point of you got to work hard, extra hours, Anderson. I mean, of course, mine is different from you. I don't got to stand up or walk around on my feet that much, but yeah.
Yeah, I missed a Splatfest that they had. I had to drain my legs and feet with a needle of pus. Usually it comes out like a white substance.
We
but this time
know
it came out like-
people know. You don't gotta describe it.
Yeah, but now it hurts to move. I probably shouldn't go to work tonight. So I told them that if I do, I'm going in a limited capacity. I think this job is finally getting to me after so many years working night shift.
Well,
Maybe it's
yeah,
about time I quit. But then what the hell else am I gonna do?
that's what I'm
I've got a
saying.
license.
You best to go ahead and get you gotta figure out a way to get your license, man. That's what's holding you back. You gotta get that done.
Yeah, that and no college education.
Well,
This whole scam.
you don't
they
need
got
college.
going on.
Well, we just talked about it. You don't need college education. You don't. Not the way it is. Unless you're gonna do something that's engineering, medical, or whatever like that, you really don't need it.
Oh, even those fields got infected. You got supposedly
infected. They got
you
infected.
got supposed people with PhDs telling people that having triple chins is healthy and it's perfectly normal to cut off a girl's
I'm
you
a
know,
secretary. I know. Yeah, they're crazy. That's crazy people. That's not but they still need the degrees and stuff to get up that crazy in the first place. My point is, if you're gonna do jobs that are gonna be $100,000 or whatever you make in a year, you're gonna need those kind of degrees. Really, those degrees is the only ones I let pass on the scale. But you have to be invested into it. That's the thing. A lot of these people aren't. That's where it is. But again, I have my associate bachelor's in architecture, so I know my degree helped me to get the job. And that's. But if you're gonna do something, if you're gonna do like gender studies or Persian studies, as we just talked about last night, and a lot of dumb studies like that, no, you don't need a degree because it's stupid. So that's just what we need to be talking about in that. But again, I only did half of the video last night. Part 2 will be next week, Thursday. So don't forget to check us out there. Now that we'll talk about what the $10,000 is. And also we got interviews with the Biden administration. Oh my God. I think you're going to lose some brain cells because these people do not know what they're talking about. They just do not know what they're talking about. So
An example of failing upwards.
that's one thing I don't like about the government. They always fail upwards. But we'll, like I said, we'll have a conversation about it next week, Thursday, for Project Global Break. And also shout out to friend of the show, Andre. He just basically brought in congratulate his daughter into this new world. So, God bless him. I hope she's a healthy baby girl. So wish you the best for him.
How many kids is that now?
He has 6 kids, sir.
6 kids.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So he has basically done his birth rate. It's supposed to be 2.5. He surpassed that.
Well, at least he takes care of his kids. Unlike
Yes.
some people out here that have like 6, 7 kids.
Don't we know it? But also he's married too, so we got that. He has that as well too. But congratulate.
Word.
Yeah, congratulations to him. And again, don't forget he's basically the person. He's a proprietary or who does Andre's mic. So Wednesdays is Andre's mic. You listen to his stuff. So we got about. I think the last thing he did was body positivity. Check it out. Other than that, basically we'll call it tonight because I didn't get too much because we'll talk more about the college stuff Thursday. So anything else you want any final words, Hiroshi? No?
No, just we need to fight the evil empire. That's all I gotta say.
Got you. Even though you came in late, Anderson, any final words?
Yeah, what Kanoshi said, you gotta do your own. All these food processing plants running down.
Oh yeah, I've got.
I know a bunch of people.
Yeah, no.
I know.
Another one.
I know a place somewhere. A bunch of farmers, a bunch of people got together, pulled money to make their own processing plant. If that one gets destroyed, then that's really gonna push the needle on the whole all-out war thing.
Got you. Well, I'm gonna take it easy. I don't have that much stuff to say tonight, but I'll say this to you guys really again. Remember, catch us again next week for this part 2 of college student loan debt. Check us out of that. And for everybody out there, this is Labor Day weekend. Please don't drive drunk. Drive safely. Keep your eyes open for crazy stuff on when you're driving as well too, because again, just take a couple of seconds for somebody to end your life. Sucks that way. But again, for you guys out there, if you're gonna drink in your home. Drink in the backyard. Don't drink and drive. Don't take somebody's life for stupid reasons, man. Okay? If you want to get a buzz on home. You got to cook out, have a designated driver. All right. So have a safe and enjoyous Labor Day weekend.
I don't think that applies to California though.
Got you.
I think we got another forest fire right now.
Yes. But just take care of that again. Be careful what you want for and want. And what these young people ask for, again, I'm going to talk about electric cars because I just found a nice video that did a better compaction of all the evils that electric car has put on this earth. Everybody always say it's greener. No, it's not. No, it's not. Not as green.
Yeah,
as
the
y'all
production
thinking.
of electric cars is actually pretty destructive.
It is, and this video that I have does a great job breaking every single thing down, so I'm going to use that to prove my point once again. So other than that, again, hope you guys have a good night, good weekend, take care of yourself. Remember, evil comes in all shapes, size, color, creed, height, sex, nationality, gender, male difference, evil. And last but not least, remember, evil's evil. I'm sorry, people are stupid. Individual smart. Be that smart individual. This is your boy Tig for Project Over My and a side check. Catch y'all next week. Peace out.
Peace.